Good evening.
Good evening, teacher. How are you?
Hello. Very good, Magda. Thank you. What about you?
Good, teacher. Thank
Good.
you.
Okay.
Yes.
Hello, Dinalda. How
How
is
are you,
everything?
teacher? Excuse me, teacher.
How is everything?
Oh my God, I understand, teacher. I'm so sorry.
How is everything? How are you?
I'm fine, teacher. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Freddy, good evening.
Teacher,
Freddy.
good evening. Can you hear me?
Oh
Yes,
my
you are
God.
not at home today, right?
Teacher, yes, because I am reading my motorcycle just
Ah,
at Caracas Avenue Railway.
that's interesting. You are going to take class in Caracas Avenue.
Can you railway me 10, 15 minutes left
Okay,
to
don't
get
worry.
to my house?
Don't worry.
Thank
Try
you.
safe. Try safe.
Thank you, teacher.
See you. Hello, Clara. Good evening.
Good evening.
How is everything?
Very good. Thanks for asking. And
Okay.
you?
Very good. Yes, yes. A lot of work, but you know how this
Yeah.
profession is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have experience, but
But you can imagine it is
yeah.
a lot of work anyway. Right. Hey. Okay. Hello, Gerson.
Good evening, teacher. How are you?
Very good. What about you?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Okay. Fantastic. That's great
Good.
to listen that. Okay, Natalia, good evening.
Hello, teacher.
We haven't talked for a long week.
Fine, fine, teacher. Very well.
Okay, that's good. Very, very well. Okay, so I don't know if any other person is going to enter. So let's wait. But what we are going to do today is to focus a little bit on the project. Remember that you have to deliver that project this week. So I want to know how is it? What is the advancement of the project? And if you have any question related to the analysis, so that I can help you during this session. Okay, we are going to do only that thing this session. We're not going to study any other thing, but focusing on what you are doing, right? So I listen. I listen. Okay, let's start with Magda. Magda, who are you working with in the project?
We are working Natalia and Lauren.
And Lauren, okay. So, how is the project about? I mean, how is the project going?
The project is about the classroom in English, about the vowels sounds,
Okay, that's the
phonetic
second.
vowel
Yeah,
sounds.
that's the second part that it is the video, right?
Yes,
That's the
yes,
second
of
part.
course.
Okay, that's good. But the other part, what about the other part?
The other part is about explication with the students about the pronunciation of sounds, vowels sounds, and then review, exercise review about the vowel sounds.
Okay, yeah, but I am more interested in the text analysis. How is the text analysis going? What are you analyzing? And how is it going?
The sentences, about the sentences.
Mm-hmm, yeah. What did you choose for analysis? What text did you choose for
Okay.
analysis?
We have 8 sentences, and these sentences, morphologic, syntactic, and phonetic sounds in these sentences.
But you chose only sentences?
Yes,
Or do you choose text?
No, the sentences, the text, we have 8 sentences about the test, and review the 3 phonetics, morphologic, and syntax.
Okay, right. Do you have any problem analyzing that?
Repeat, teacher, do you have?
Do you have any problem analyzing them?
Okay. No. I don't have problem about the activity. No.
Okay, that's good. Okay, thank you.
I'm struggling heavily with syntax.
With
Just,
syntax?
with syntactical analysis, yes.
Okay.
I already choose the lion, the bear, and the fox fable. But oh my God,
Complicated?
Yeah.
Okay. Why? What is the complication, Gerson?
I don't know the structure of the sentences. I mean, they are so complex. When we analyze, I mean, when they have just a noun phrase and a verb phrase, it's okay, and some adverbs, it's okay. But when they have many things, together, it is confusing.
Okay. So could you please show us your text?
Yes. Let me see.
You are working alone or you're working with someone else?
No, I'm working alone.
You are working alone.
Yes, I'm working alone and with the project as well.
Okay.
Let me see. I don't want to show the real one. Here.
Just to contextualize Andres Felipe, we are going to, hello Andres, we are going to work today on your projects, solving questions, trying to see how is it going, because this coming Sunday you have to deliver that thing, right? So I don't know if you are working with someone else, Andres.
That sounds so good. Yeah, we've been working with Steven, with Steven.
Okay.
And we have I think we have a couple of questions actually. So
okay, right.
I'll just wait for.
Let's try. We are going to pay attention to Gerson, and then we are going to solve your questions, or maybe Clara's. Clara, do you have questions?
Yes, teacher.
Who are you working with?
With Karen and Juliana.
With Karen Juliana. Karen Juliana is over there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, there is Karen. Okay, so what is your question, Gerson? What is your question? What is the problem that you have found?
Here, for example, in this, I'm gonna show the syntax 3 generator. Let me see.
Hello, Lauren.
Okay, here in this sentence, start with when, right? But I don't know how to, to place when in this. That's the first one. And here, can you see what I'm?
Yeah, so you have to pay attention to something, Gerson. Pay attention to the sentence. The sentence is, when they had fearfully lacerated each other and were faint from the long combat. Let me see. I cannot see well. Let me see. Combat. They lay down exhausted with fatigue. They lay down exhausted with fatigue. You have to pay attention to the relationship between the sentences. How many sentences do you find in this very long sentence?
I could say 3.
3. Which ones?
And the first one, they had fearfully lacerated each one until the conjunction and.
Very good.
Right?
And what is the other one?
The other one is were faint from the long combat.
Right. And the last one?
I mean, they are contrasting to or not contrasting to,
yeah.
But yeah, they are like
they are not contrasting.
No, it's like, I mean.
Pay attention to the first two, Gerson. What is the most important? What is the most important sentence out of the 3? Which one is the most important?
I could say the last one. They lay down exhausted with fatigue.
Very good. That's the last sentence. The last sentence is the most important. And pay attention to the rest. What is the rest doing? What is the rest of the sentences doing on that sentence? What are the other sentences doing on that sentence? What is the relationship?
I mean, the last part is just the consequence of being fearfully lacerated and we're faint. I mean,
exactly. So Gerson, right? Pay attention to something. The first 2 sentences are affecting the last sentence, giving like a description in this sense, right?
Okay.
And when they say when, they are giving a description of time. Yes? Do we agree? When they say when, it is like a description of time because they are stating a time. Yes? Do you understand?
Okay.
So, taking that into account, Gerson, what you have in the first part with the 2 sentences from when to combat, it's an adverbial phrase. Believe it or not, this adverbial phrase is the central thing is an adverb. That the adverb is when.
When, yes.
In this case, it's not a conjunction, right? Okay. And from the adverbial phrase, what do you find? From the adverbial phrase, what do you have? Sorry?
What do I have?
Yeah, because remember, we have, if I say that the adverbial phrase, because that's what the adverbial phrase is affecting the main sentence, and the main sentence is they lay down exhausted with fatigue, right? If this is the one that it is affected, the others are the ones that are affecting. So when you have when as a conjunction, not conjunction, but as an adverb, after the adverb, what do you find? What do you have then?
An adjective, right? No?
No, they is an adjective?
No, but no, I don't see an adjective here. But it's quite complex. I don't know.
They had fearfully lacerated each other. What is that? They had fearfully lacerated each other. What is that, Gerson?
Fearfully lacerated each other could be the adverb phrase.
But it is not a phrase. It is not a phrase.
No?
No, it's a sentence. Because it has a noun, they, and it has a verb, had lacerated. Do you understand?
Okay, fearfully just is affecting, not affecting, but describing lacerated, right?
Fearfully is an adverb that is describing lacerated, yes.
Yes.
But anyway, you have a sentence. And from the sentence, you have a noun phrase with a pronoun. What is the pronoun? They.
They.
And then you have a verb, like an auxiliary verb, that it is, a verbal phrase. And from the verbal phrase, you have a verb. What is the verb? Auxiliary verb?
Had.
Had. And then after that, would you have the adverb?
Adverb.
Fearfully. Yeah, and so on and so on. Just still each other. Recuerden una cosa, las conjunciones que son and y or, son conjunciones que ligan o conectan dos cosas del mismo nivel. Una conjunción no puede estar por debajo de lo que está conectando. Esa conjunción y, ¿qué es lo que está conectando, Gerson? Esa conjunción and. ¿Qué está conectando?
The sentence they had, and the, yes, the...
Exactly. So,
the
sentence, they have fearfully lacerated each other, and the sentence, were faint from the long combat. Right?
Yes.
So, when you have the conjunction, la conjunción tiene que salir del adverbial phrase. Porque establece una relación entre dos cosas. Right? Del mismo nivel. Y en el mismo nivel del adverbial phrase tiene que salir una oración número 2. You understand? ¿Lo hacemos?
Sí, profe.
Ok. Cópieme eso, porfa, en el chat. Okay. Please copy that on the chat. I'm going to open here the syntax tree and let's see what happens. But do you understand what I am saying?
Yes, I was wrong just saying that it is, because I was taking just each sentence one by one, you know?
Yeah, but you have to, yes, you have to think on the relationship between the sentences.
Sentence, right.
Yeah. I'm going to show you here. I'm going to share this. So if you pay attention, the first part of the sentence starts with an adverb, but then this adverb is connecting, or it is composed by two sentences. So let's say that here, in here, we're going to have here this. Let me see if it works. No, it's not that way. It is in here. And yeah, here, there is not a noun phrase. It is a sentence one. Or a sentence sub one. That it is going to be composed by a noun phrase, they, close it, you see, and a verbal phrase, let me see, no, it is open, and a verbal phrase composed by had, fearfully, and lacerated, till here, right? Then, where is the conjunction? Pronoun, okay, sorry, I made a mistake here. Noun phrase, and here. Sentence one, sentence one, right? That it is until here. Yeah, and here, then the conjunction, and the conjunction must be open, another one. On, okay, so we have to close it here. Yes, you see?
Yes.
I close it here, and now the conjunction is going to link at the same level the other sentence. And this is not a verbal phrase anymore. It is going to be a sentence. Sentence two. All right? In which you have these things in here until from the long combat. From until here. Close it. Close it. No, this is. Ok, ya. Me equivoqué en una cosita acá. Este tiene que depender de este. De este. Pero ya me confundí. Eso, aquí. Este es el que tiene que abrir acá. A ver, ¿cómo vamos? Conjunción, conjunción, conjunción. And this one is going to close here. No, it is going to open. Sentence of two. This one is going to be the sentence of the main sentence. And it doesn't belong to this. Wait. Wait. Okay. How can I link this? Let me see. Done. That's it. They have lacerated. When they have, when they noun phrase, verbal phrase. Estamos ligándolo desde la preposición. Es acá. Long combat. Noun phrase. Okay. Let me see, because it is complex to not to analyze, because you understand, right?
Yes.
So far it is here. This is the adverbial phrase. No, I did a mistake here. Ya sé por qué estoy mal. Because this is an adverbial phrase and I didn't write it. Right? And this adverbial phrase is going to finish just in here. Right? And here we have to open it to the other one. The difficulty for me, okay, wait, tan, yes, but not this, right. So we have when, the sentence 1, you see, they have fearfully lacerated each other. The sentence 2, and were faint from the long combat. And here I made a mistake also. Let me see here. No, this one. They were lacerated. No, it is okay. Here and then here. Yeah. Sobra esta. Okay. La conjunción a, the conjunction and. Were faint. Because something happens with this thing. Okay, here. When faint from the long road, from the long combat. My problem is that this one, this MP, must be connected on the other one. But let me see if I can do it. From the sentence, and this one also from the sentence. Preposition, exhausted with fatigue. You miss many things here. Adverbial phrase, exhausted with fatigue. Noun phrase, noun phrase. This one. Yes. That's it. I did it. Acabo de cerrar varios corcheticos de estos. Right? Finally, an adverbial phrase that it is everything here, and this one, it is supposed that you don't have space in here. Here. This one is this way. Yep. You see?
Wow. Yes.
But do you understand the relationship? That's what I call that. That's what I told you last class, that you have to start establishing the relationship between everything, because the sentence is just this. They lay down exhausted with fatigue. Of course, exhausted with fatigue needs more analysis, right? I forgot. Gerson.
Yes.
Right? Because this is an adjective, and this is going to be. So this is an adjective phrase, this one. Exhausted with fatigue.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be an adjective phrase. Because it is dominated, or the main thing is an adjective. So this one is the adjective. Exhausted. And then we have a prepositional phrase within this one, right? With fatigue. You see?
Yes. And finally, fatigue as a noun, right?
Fatigue as a noun, but fatigue depends on a noun phrase. Remember that.
Yes, of course.
Yeah? Don't forget that. Don't forget
Yes.
to put it there. So I'm going to send it to you, the answer. Yeah, but basically you were like lost with the relationship with the sentences. So you have to focus more on that thing, right?
Okay, teacher. Good.
Yeah.
Thank
Do you have any other question?
About the phonetics analysis, you just make the pronunciation of the whole test, right?
Yeah, the
That's it?
transcription. The transcription.
Yes.
Yeah. And the idea also is that you practice that transcription, okay? Because next week you are going to read it. Okay? I want you to read it, to try to practice from the transcription the reading. Okay?
Okay.
That's it. Okay. Who else? Do you have any other question, Gerson?
No, teacher.
Okay,
I-
right. Good. Any other? Does any other have questions?
Teacher, I have a question.
Okay, Magda, what is your question?
Teacher, about the sentences for this activity. Are there any problem with sentences or necessary is a text?
I told you that it was necessarily, I mean, that you have to choose a short text. A short text like the one that Gerson chose. Sorry. Yes?
Okay, short text.
Yeah.
Not sentences.
That's why I asked you at the beginning. It is a sentence, or are they sentences, or they belong to a text? Yeah?
Okay, teacher.
Because the idea was to
Yes.
analyze a text.
Perfect, teacher. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any other question?
This teacher is about morphology analysis.
Okay, Clara, what is your question?
We don't know very well how can we analyze the text. So I did chart, but I don't know if we have to do a tree
No.
or
No, you don't have to. Okay, it is an option if you want, but you don't have to. Okay, can I see the chart?
Yes, I'm going to share with you my screen. I don't know if you see.
Lexical stem, suffix, derivational, inflectional.
I don't know if it's possible to make this chart.
Okay, so you are using color coding, right?
Right. For example, released, yellow prefix, derivational prefix.
It's a derivational, right? That has, okay, excellent.
Yeah, and the inflectional suffix.
Oh, it's a lot of work. Actually, that's good.
Okay. That's because we start making that, but it's a little confused for you. Check.
Yeah. No, but I like the way that you are using the chart and the colors. It is very creative. I mean, it's very interesting. And additionally, you include the whole, the whole corpus, right? All the words are there.
Yes. Just no repeat. Just one end or one end. Or...
Yeah. That's good. Oh, very good.
Was my question. Thank you.
Okay, very good. You are very good with that. That's excellent. Actually, what you are doing is more or less the same thing that you will do with the tree, but in another way that is more understandable for you, and that's perfect. That's very good. Okay. So, any other person has questions? Andres. I don't know if Andres has questions. Or Didier. Everything is okay?
Wait, let me check something real quick.
Okay. Dinalda, I don't know. Dinalda, who are you working with?
Teacher, I am working alone.
Okay, and do you have any question?
I don't know, maybe with the connect, because in the first line, I have had problems because appear the line and I don't need this line, and I don't know how can left.
Okay, how erase it? But what are you talking about? The tree, the syntax tree?
Yes,
Or,
teacher.
okay, could you please send me? Are you using the syntax tree generator?
I don't know, teacher. One moment, please.
The web page that we are using for analysis of the trees. Hello, Dinalda.
One moment, teacher. My computer is slower.
Very slow.
Yes, like my pronounce. One moment, teacher. I don't know what is the sentence. Oh my God. I think that is here. Teacher, send you the in
code.
the chat.
Yeah, if you have the code, send it on the code. Send it on the chat.
Okay.
Can I go after? I have a question.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
Yeah, wait a moment. Going to share with you. So what is the problem here?
Teacher, under the sentence, I don't need this line. Non-phrases.
Which one?
The first line. The first line.
The first one.
Yes,
the
teacher.
first line. It's because of this.
Yes.
I know this is because. No, yes, I know. What is it? Let me see. Yeah, done. That's a problem?
Yes, teacher.
But here, Dinalda, you have a noun phrase and you have to close the noun phrase. Okay? Because, sorry. Yeah.
Oh my
Because,
God, I had a mistake too,
yeah,
teacher.
here, this
It's
is
a
the noun.
pronoun.
This is a pronoun, yeah. That's true. The pronoun. Okay. So was on his way back to the tree to have lunch. It is that long or it is a mistake too? This repetition here, his way back to the way back.
Ah, yes, teacher.
Is it okay or it is just a confusion here?
I have other mistake, teacher.
Okay, so you have to raise this one to
Way back to the
was
tree.
on his way back to yes, I think that you have to raise.
Teacher, to is round.
Which one?
No, there's a infinitive market.
No.
No?
No,
Okay.
because you don't have a verb. You have an infinitive marker when you say to run. This one.
Yes, yes.
You're talking about this one. Yes, this is an infinitive marker. This one is an infinitive marker.
Okay, teacher.
So you can change this. But the rest, he was on his way back. Actually, this is an adverb. This is not a noun too. Back is an adverb. To the tree to have lunch. No, this is a preposition. En este caso es una preposición. Porque está indicando un para.
Okay, teacher.
Right? Sí tiene significado. If you translate it, it's going to have a meaning. So it is para almorzar, to have lunch. Right?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, so I'm going to send you this thing just for you to have it on the chat. Where is the chat? Okay, here. Right. Any other question, Dinalda?
No, teacher. Thanks.
Okay, remember to fix the prepositional phrase at the end, to have lunch. There is a prepositional phrase there. Okay, Andres, you're next.
Okay. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. Hold on. All right, this one. Because when it gets really long, it's just like confusing and it's havoc. Right? So I just want to make sure that I'm on like the right page. Can you see it?
Yeah, but you started with a mistake.
Yeah. Okay.
When you say they all together.
They all gather together.
They all gather. When you say they all, what do you mean? What is that, Andres?
That they were like, there was a group and all of them are included when they were gathered.
Exactly. It is a group. So if this is the group that gathered together, how do you call that part of the sentence? That is a noun phrase.
But isn't the focus on gathered?
Yeah, but gather is another part of the sentence. They all gathered together in. They all gathered together. Sorry, they all gathered together. It is a sentence. So please send it to me.
All right.
I'm going to help you with it.
¿Dónde estás tú?
And and close your. They gather together. Okay, I'm going to help you here with this thing. So here, right. So pay attention that they all gather. This is a verb. So it is, if it is a pronoun, it means that this one, it has to do a noun phrase that contains a pronoun and an adjective, right? But in here, immediately, you have a verbal phrase.
Wait, can you share it, please?
Oops. I was very happy doing this. Sorry, here, sorry. So in here, let me see. Let me show you what you have. What you had here is this, right? But pronoun and adjective, it is not part of a verbal phrase, it's part of a noun phrase. Right?
Okay.
And this noun phrase is going to be together a verbal phrase. Right? That with the verbal phrase you have gather together. But together is not an adjective.
What would that be?
In this case, it is not an adjective. What is together affecting? What word? What is
the verb? Is it an adverb?
It's an adverb, right?
Oh, okay.
In this case, it is an adverb because of the relationship with the other, right?
All
yeah.
right.
And as this one, the preposition implies the place where they gather. The place, this prepositional phrase must go from here.
Okay.
Because that's the relationship. Let me see. No, it is in here, right? In one place to see what terrible thing. Right, so here. Oh my God, let me see. Gather together. The verb phrase. You see. Gather together. This preposition. Okay, it's because I closed this. I don't have to close this, right? You see, gather together and then a prepositional phrase in one place. Now, this to see is connected with what? With in one place or with gathered together?
With gathered together.
With gathered together. So we have to close the prepositional phrase in one place. We have to close it here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we have another thing to see what terrible. It is not a preposition. Yes, it is a preposition.
Okay.
No, but this is like a marker in here. To see, and here, pay attention to this, Andres. What terrible thing this could be? What is that?
I'm not sure. If I can be honest, I'm not sure.
What is that thing affecting to? If you have to ask a question, what question would you ask to answer what terrible thing this could be? What question?
No sé, what
do they want to see? Yeah? The the thing is that this one is a very complex sentence.
I have like 5 of those. I want to cry. I
Don't
have to
worry.
check so much
Teacher,
stuff.
I have a question
Yes, Freddy.
because yeah, teacher. Yeah, I just waiting for after your explanation to participate. So, teacher, in order to participate, according with the last verbal phrase that connect to see what determiner is not maybe in another phrase apart verbal phrase because the verbal phrase is see, teacher. I can understand that.
What?
After what, teacher? In a verbal phrase.
Yes, I understand. Pay attention to this. This one, gather to see here. This one is not a verbal phrase.
Oh yes, teacher is.
It is a noun
It
phrase.
makes me crazy.
So it is a prepositional phrase.
Okay, yes.
See is not a verb. It's a noun. Although it is describing an action, it's more describing an activity. So it is a noun phrase.
Yes, because it begins with a preposition. Yeah, after that is a noun. Yes, noun
Yeah.
or determiner.
Yeah, a noun. And here, what? No. Let me see. In what place? Let me see. To see. Yeah. To see. What is not a determiner? In this case, what? This one is a sentence. A sentence 1. Right? In this case, what is not a determiner because what is replacing a noun, right? Or an action. So it is going to be a pronoun. It could be a relative pronoun in this case. Do you understand what I mean?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So in here, before this one, you have to, I know that it is a little complex. You need a noun phrase first, and then see the pronoun. The pronoun what? From the noun phrase, you have an adjective phrase, terrible thing. So it is an adjective, and thing, and you close it. Yeah. And then close it again. Yes. A terrible thing. Oh my goodness.
No, profe.
No,
It's
teacher,
a
it's so
sentence of
hard.
3. A sentence of 3. And in this sentence of 3, it doesn't have a noun, a verbal phrase. It has a noun phrase with a determiner, and then a verbal phrase.
Other reference, yes.
Teacher, but I can comprehend or I can, maybe I'm not sure about prepositional phrase because to see is connecting a verb. Maybe
Yes.
a infinitive verbal.
It is an infinitive verb, but as it is an infinitive verb, you can take it as a noun because it is not taking an action here. But let me see. Let me think a little bit, right?
Okay.
Prepositional phrase, all gathered together in one place. Okay, so let's make decision. In this case, we're going to change this one because it is a little weird. Noun phrase, verbal phrase, but then this one is not a prepositional phrase. It's a prepositional phrase. To see, to see, to see. But it cannot be a phrase of a verbal phrase. The thing is that it cannot be a verbal phrase. Gather together in one place. Okay, a verbal phrase. Let's put it in verbal phrase. It is not a preposition. Then, where is to? So it is going to be a verb. We are going to do this one here. We are going to leave this alone. I mean, all together to see. I know you know that this one is an infinitive marker, but let's put it here, right? This is verbal phrase to one because it depends on the other verbal phrase. And this verbal phrase has a noun phrase, a sentence. What terrible thing that has another sentence it could be.
Yes. It's better.
Yeah. A little complex. Yes, it is a little complex.
Yeah, it's by sentence, and at final is connecting to.
Yeah, but do you understand this one? Yeah. I mean,
yes.
Sure.
It makes sense after like the whole explanation, but there was no way that we could have get to that.
Yeah, I know.
Ourselves.
I know that it is it's kind of hard. Show you. I send it to you, Andres. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Right. I know that it is kind of hard because really it's, you know, to analyze complex sentences, we need to practice a lot. But at least it's a good beginning. And at least you are trying to relate each one of the sentences, right? The sentence of relation between the words and those kind of, yeah. Okay, guys, do you have any other question related to your project that I can help you? Yes, Lauren. Which one?
Well, this topic has been really difficult for me as the other, but I like you to see what I was doing with my group. So I don't know if you can help me with one sentence that I have. Because I have a question about two verbs in the same. Well, let me show you.
Yeah, better. Right. Yes.
This one.
Wait a moment. It's charging. Okay. Okay. They love to go out
To play. That's what I didn't know how to divide it, or I don't know.
as a compliment. And the sentence is like that?
Yes, I didn't know if I had to put it together. I mean, to go and to play, or
No.
in different.
No, in different levels. You have to change the level. Okay. Let's me see. You wrote that sentence or you copied that sentence from somewhere else?
No, we created.
Okay.
Well, our text actually it's about like a descriptions of two friends, like what they like to do and those things.
Yeah. Because one of the things that happens here, for example, is, could you please send it to me, this thing?
Sure.
You created this sentence, right?
Yes.
Okay, so can I modify it, this sentence?
Yes. Give me one.
A sec. Okay. Pay attention to something that happens here. Usually, when we have a verb like love or like, what we have is not to. It's not an infinitive verb. Is this.
They love going. Okay.
They love going. That's the usual structure, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And in this case, believe it or not, this is a noun phrase. And this is going to be a noun. El going aquí no está actuando como un verbo. Está actuando como un sustantivo. ¿Ok? Si por ejemplo yo reemplazara el going por swimming, yo puedo decir en español me gusta nadar, pero también puedo decir me gusta la natación. Right? En español funciona como sustantivo y como verbo, digamos que los dos. In this case, we are talking about the action or the activity. And as we are talking about the activity, it is considered as a noun. Okay? Yeah?
Okay.
And this preposition that you have here, it's part of the verb. You cannot separate it. Because
Okay.
it's going out. Okay? Actually, it's giving a description or a direction, but it is complementing the noun. Going out. Then, if we have to play and eat ice cream, we have here a direct complement, okay? So it depends on this one, and it is okay, but you have to do it in here, right? Let's say that the noun phrase, depending with a verbal phrase, so it is a prepositional phrase. So it is going out to play and eat. To play and eat. So it must be, so cannot go out. Let me see. If I am not wrong, it must be a sentence. And this must have a verbal phrase. So this infinitive marker is not having this verbal phrase anymore. So it is to play. We are not going to use this infinitive marker, okay? Just for avoiding confusions. So we are going to play because they go together. To play Going out to, let me see, bla, bla, bla. No, ya sé qué pasa acá. Ya sé por qué está así. Okay. And, okay. Let me see. It cannot be a sentence. It has to be a prepositional phrase. So we have here a preposition. To these two. Okay. Two. And then a noun phrase. The thing is, this is a noun phrase.
But the teacher, the question is why? Because to play is a verbal phrase.
No, it is not a verbal phrase. The problem here is the function that it is happening, or this one is having in the sentence, and it is not acting or describing the action itself of the subject, but it is describing. It's like a subsentence or like a phrase that is going to become a noun phrase. The problem is that if I write noun phrase, you are going to get confused because you are going to say, but the play is not a noun.
Yes, because two are connecting two verbs, love and play, teacher. Love going out and play in order to analyze two.
Yes, it is correct. That is it. Okay. It is connecting these two things from this.
Not bad, love going out, teacher. Love going out to play.
Yeah.
But okay.
What do you mean?
No, teacher, because I mean, or I guess that is verbal phrase because we have an infinitive, at this case, to play. Before of to play is love going out, and after, okay, a conjunction and another verbal phrase. But it's confusing because it's a prepositional phrase according to your explanation.
You need a noun phrase.
Okay, I'm not sure about that, teacher.
In this case, it is very complicated because this one is acting as a noun phrase, not as a verbal phrase. That's what I said to you. Pero si yo lo pongo como noun phrase, ustedes se confunden más. Porque para mí esto está actuando como una oración, como una frase nominal. Porque no está cumpliendo las funciones de una acción plena que alguien realiza. Sino simplemente es una descripción de algo. Para mí esto sería así, presten atención.
Teacher, and love and eat, they don't have to be at the same level?
No.
Because the conjunction, they said they love going out to play, that is one thing, and eat ice cream.
Ah, pero entonces esto sería eating. Es que eso, everything depends, Gerson. Because from my perspective, what they love is going out.
Going out to play, yes.
To play and eating and eat ice cream.
And eating ice cream.
Sí,
because I analyze that going out to play is the thing that I like. going out to play. I
Yes,
love.
but this is
And also
another,
eating ice cream.
that's another option.
Okay.
Okay.
That's another option. Because syntactically speaking, this is correct as well. ¿Qué es lo que le gusta hacer a ella? Salir. Salir a jugar y comer.
Yes.
¿Qué es lo que le gusta a ella? Salir y
Salir.
comer.
Ama salir.
Okay, bueno, adora, entonces, whatever. I am not good at translation, but you understand. Pero si me entienden, ustedes pueden, a partir de este árbol, ustedes establecen lo que quieren, la relación que quieren, porque para mí, lo que ella le gusta o lo que ella ama es salir a hacer dos cosas, a jugar y a comer. Pero si ustedes me dicen que lo que ella ama es salir a jugar y comer helado, that's different. And for me, it's better. For
Maybe,
me,
yes.
it is better. Because it is, it says, this one is a noun. It says they love going out. It is not going to be a prepositional phrase, but it is going to be a noun. A noun phrase. With the noun.
An infinitive.
To play.
Okay. To play.
To play. And then here we have, let me see, this one here and this one here and another one. Right? Going out to play. Eso sería going out. Ok, pero entonces ya la podemos solucionar más fácil. Going out to play and eating. Listo. La solucionamos entonces de la siguiente manera. So it is going to be going out, love. And eating ice cream. Listo.
Yes, in this case, verbal phrases are arranged by all verbs.
There's a verb. Going out. Con un noun phrase. Este sería verbal phrase 1. And conjunction verbal phrase sub 2. Verb and a noun phrase. Okay, very good. That's better.
It's better, yes.
Thank you for solving my problems.
Teacher.
Yep.
They is a noun in this case?
It's a pronoun. It's a pronoun. Ready. So, Lauren, I'm going to send you this. Yeah?
Teacher, I am confused about the sentence. Why between a sentence can have other sentence? We determine that.
The speaker. The speaker. The speaker determines that. You mean why in a sentence there is another sentence? That's what you are.
Yes, teacher.
The speaker. It's because sometimes the sentence can be the description of something, right? So it's what we call relative clauses. I suppose that you studied relative clauses in your English classes, right? Relative clauses. So for example, let me show you a moment. Okay, here. Let me show you. For example, when you are doing very long sentences or complex sentences, you can say a phrase within another phrase that could be an adjective phrase, right? For example, this example, I think that I did it. The building that is next to the park was built a long time ago. If you pay attention to this sentence, what we have here is a sentence within another sentence, and I'm going to show you why. Right? You can say the building was built a long time ago, and then that it is next to the park. Yes, actually it is here. It is this way. The building that it is next to the park was built a long time ago, and that it is next to the park. This is another sentence. You see? El problema es, o la pregunta es, the question is, what is the relationship between this sentence, because this is a sentence, that is a pronoun, is a verb, so we have a sentence. What is the relationship with this sentence and the main sentence? What is the relationship? What is this sentence doing according to this?
Divulging.
Specifying the, yes,
Describing it.
making more specific.
Exactly.
Giving more information.
Giving information about what?
Divulging.
The building. When you give information about a noun, because this is a noun, when you give information about a noun, how do you call that word? The words that gives information about a nouns,
Yes, noun phrase.
Adjective.
Adjectives. But as this is a phrase or a sentence, this is an adjective phrase, right? Actually, this is an adjective clause. Esta es una oración que se vuelve adjetivo. ¿Okay? Toda la oración se vuelve adjetivo, por eso usamos oraciones entre oraciones. Hay oraciones como las que vimos hace un momento con algunos de ustedes que no afectan al sustantivo, sino que afectan al verbo. ¿Okay? Como por ejemplo, las oraciones que me marcan un tiempo, un lugar o una forma. ¿Sí? Por ejemplo, when the two cars crashed, esta puede ser una oración que se vuelve adverbio, porque tiene un marcador de tiempo, que es when. ¿Cierto? Y se vuelve un adverbio temporal. When the two cars crashed, all the birds started to fly, whatever those things, right? You see? So what is the main sentence? All the birds started to fly. This is the main sentence. Yeah? And this is the one that is affected by this one. So this one está afectando es el tiempo. Porque si uno pregunta, ¿cuándo comenzaron a volar las aves? Cuando los carros estallaron. Right? Entonces afecta es el verbo. y como afecta el verbo, esta se convierte en una frase o oración adverbial. Right? Esta se convirtió en una adjetiva y esta se convierte en una adverbial. Todo depende de la relación de esto con alguno de los componentes de la oración principal. En este caso, esta afecta a este. Right?
Yes, teacher.
Or, for example, the children were playing where the accident. Yo soy muy trágico. Estaba pensando en donde encontraron al muerto, but no. Accident happened. You see?
Oh my God.
Here we have two sentences. Right? Sorry.
Yes, teacher.
Yes. What is the first one? The children were playing. Pero, ¿qué está haciendo esta segunda oración? La importante es where the children were playing. ¿Qué está haciendo esta segunda oración con respecto a la oración completa?
Afectando el verbo.
Afectando el verbo porque me está diciendo dónde se realizó la acción. Entonces, toda la oración se vuelve una oración que es un adverbio. Y el where, aquí, se vuelve un adverbio. En este caso, when también es un adverbio. Right? Una frase adverbial que tiene un adverbio y una oración. The accident happened. Yep.
Yes, teacher.
So what you have to think is what is the main sentence and what is the relationship that the other sentences have with this main sentence. Yeah, that's the thing that you have to think. I know that it is not that easy. However, I am sure that you can do that with practice. Yep. This kind of relationships is going to help you also to understand grammar and to understand how to write. Because if you understand what depends on what and what is the relationship that you want to establish with one sentence or the other or phrase or the other, you can write better and clearer. Yep.
Yes.
Okay, guys. So, more questions? No more questions?
Not so far.
Okay, guys. So
just last one.
Okay, Andres.
But this is more general. Just more general. How tough are you gonna be when grading this? Because
I am very tough, you know.
I'm quitting.
And I'm kidding. You are quitting, and I am
like it's not an easy thing.
I
to
know.
do, you know.
For that reason, I am helping you. Imagine if I were tough, I would say, do it, and I evaluate. But I am trying to helping you with your own task because I understand that this is very hard when we do it at the first time, right? So don't worry, I am not that hard.
Okay, and the text analysis and the video are both for Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, basically because next week we have the last week, remember? We have the last session, we are going to close everything. So I'm going to try to evaluate the videos that you have, and then I'm going to try to evaluate the next session. The project, the text analysis, and you are going to have the self-evaluation, because as it is our last encounter, I'm going to give you the final grades. Yep.
Question, teacher.
Which one, Natalia?
Teacher, is necessary that we leave the tree in the video, or it can be one?
What tree?
Okay.
Which tree, Natalia?
Okay. Thank you, teacher.
Natalia, I don't understand your answer. Natalia,
No,
Teacher.
let me.
I didn't understand your question, Natalia.
No, the thing is that we are three in our group: Magda, Natalia, and me.
Yes.
And we want to know if we need to appear, the three of us, or only one.
Yes,
That's
the
that's
three
the
of
question.
you. The three of you. Not together, but the three of you.
So it could be, for example, Magda could start with the first part, and then Natalia continue with other part with other people, and then I continue with other people with the same activity.
Yeah.
It could work.
If you are doing it
Okay.
that way, yeah, that's no problem. There's no problem.
Okay.
If you are doing it that way.
Okay. How long it should be?
Less than 10 minutes.
Less? Okay.
Oh yes, less. Actually, 10 minutes is a long time for doing a video. Okay.
Just
But
maybe
it's a
5 or
class.
7.
Yes,
For
maybe
me,
5 or
it's
7
not
minutes.
enough.
Sorry?
Okay. Okay.
Okay, guys. No. I was not saying anything. Okay, guys. So, class is over then, right?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to ask you something to everybody. I have to talk to Didier and to Leonardo. So the rest of you have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you, teacher.
Have a nice night too.
Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Thanks, teacher.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.